Hello everyone, my name's Andrew Mooney and I'm the Group Financial Controller of Coronado. I'm 43 years old and I've been with Coronado for 1.5 years. Today I wanted to share a safety contact with you that focuses on rushing and complacency, and it's something that has stuck with me for quite a while now post this incident. So to set the scene, about 10 years ago, I was on my way to work in the city of Brisbane. And for those who don't know, Brisbane is quite a busy city in the morning, around 8 o'clock in the morning. There's a lot of busy intersections, a lot of traffic, be it cars, delivery trucks, buses, etc. And, caution should always be taken when crossing the street. On this particular day, there was a busy intersection and the majority of people were waiting at the lights. And in Brisbane, same as in the US, I'm sure, the don't walk and walk signs are accompanied by a red man or a green man and a countdown to when the lights will change. Now usually there's the green man to cross at the street, and then after a while there's a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, before the lights in the opposite direction of the intersection change to allow cars to go. On this particular day, there was a lady who was commenced crossing the street when the countdown had reached 1. As a result, she was running across the street, and it was bad luck for her that as she rushed across the street, the light, and it reached 0, the lights in the opposite direction turned green, and a car accelerated and hit the lady and badly broke her leg. I was on the scene at the time and helped the lady off the street, who was in quite an amount of pain and screaming for help. We called the ambulance and I had to give all my details and the issues at play. The driver of the car that hit the lady was quite visibly upset, but particularly through no fault of theirs that they accelerated when the green light was on. Now it just so happens that it was a perfect storm of problems for this lady, because at the intersection at that time there were 3 lanes, and the view of the car that hit the lady was obstructed by the fact that there was a bus next to them in the other lane. So this car would never have seen the lady crossing the street right at the last minute and inadvertently hit her. Now, after that I reflected on the incident, and there were 2 clear elements that were at play here. One was that this lady was rushing, and I think it's very important that, particularly in our safety environments, whether at the mine site, within corporate offices or at home, that you always be mindful of not rushing your task and taking the time to do it properly. The second element that I noted was that the lady was probably quite complacent. She'd probably lived in Brisbane all her life, knew the intersections well, knew the traffic, and had probably crossed on the countdown with minimal seconds remaining multiple times and had no issue. However, the fact that this car was obstructed by a bus was something that just didn't enter her mind, and she was complacent. She went across the street and inadvertently got hit by this car. So it was an unfortunate incident for all. So I just wanted to, that is something that has held closely to me for the last 10 years when this incident happened. It's something I certainly reinforce with my children. I have young children, and constantly remind them about crossing the street and making sure that you follow the instructions, follow the road rules, and because you just never know what can happen. There's always cars that go down one-way streets the wrong way, there's lots of buses, trucks, and this is just the same whether it's in the US or Australia. There are always busy intersections, and the important thing is to take the time to get across the street safely. So that's my safety contact, and thank you for your time.